Hey folks, I want to share with you today what worked for my breathing when I had COVID. I didn't want to go to the doctor. At that time, when I had COVID, it was early 2020, April 2020. Hospitals were full. I knew I was strong enough to get through it, but I had a hard time breathing. My lungs felt like sand. I tried to cough stuff up, it wouldn't go, but I could tell that I had fluid buildup in my lungs. And it was difficult. It was difficult to breathe, really, and it just kept getting worse. So I knew, when you take a peppermint candy, you can breathe better. So I had in the cabinet this peppermint extract that I usually use to make wasp killer, natural wasp killer in a bottle. So I went ahead and I put some on a spoon and just straight up hit it. I put a teaspoon of it in my mouth and chug it down. Yes, it's strong. It's very strong. There's a very good percentage of alcohol in it, so you gotta be careful with that if you don't like to have alcohol. Myself, I'm sober for 15 years, so I was kind of concerned about that. But if I'm taking a medicine, I'm taking a medicine. That's the way I looked at it. It shows it right here. Alcohol 91%. That's pretty strong. So, and the other is peppermint oil. Maybe they sell something else, straight peppermint oil without alcohol. I don't know. But once I did that, I was just immediately, before I even put the spoon back down, I was able to breathe. And within a couple minutes, it got so good, I said, well, I'm just going to do another spoonful. So I did another spoonful. And then after that, I mixed some in with my coffee. It tasted like crap, but I knew it was working. Because within 15 minutes, I was able to cough that phlegm up that was built up in my chest. That's what was really disturbing, because I couldn't get it to move. But ultimately, this worked, and it got that phlegm to come out. And once you start getting able to do that, you just immediately start feeling better. And I didn't have to fight it. I would just sit there and go, and it'd start coming out. At first, I had a whole lot. I hate to say it, but it can gross some people out, but we had COVID. It is what it is. The stuff was coming out, and it was coming out in great amounts, and it was impressive. And I just was happy. I was happy with the results. I was kind of fortunate. I didn't have a big fever. It started out where I stood up and things felt strange, and I had like pain in both ears, and then I felt like I was 2 feet shorter. That morning, I got up at 2 in the morning, and that's when the sand in the chest and the pain and it felt like an elephant sitting on my chest started. That's when I knew. I said, this is something different than your average cold or flu. But that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope it works for you. Remember, there's an alcohol content in it if you want to try to dilute it a little bit first, because it's got some bite to it. You don't want to take it, spit it out. You want to get it in you. That's the key. Get it in you. I'm no doctor. I'm no specialist. It may not work for everybody, but it worked for me. So good luck. God bless. Amen.